you'll be surprised. Like in the past, I used to have a hard time talking about stuff like this, but over time, I've evolved to where I realized like you gotta have conversations like this. You have to spark conversation because that's where actual change occurs. Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy DAK, the Strength Squad General, back in the building with another lit vibe. And today, right now, I'm on my way to the park. I'm getting ready to go do some cardio. And I thought I would take you guys along with me. Why not bring the camera? Why not bring you guys out here and do some healthy things along with me? You know, we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna catch a vibe. And I like to come to the park and reflect. If you're already familiar with me, then you already know. This is where I get like the majority of my ideas. When I come out and just vibe with nature, my creative juices just be flowing. Like I come up with so many creative ideas and bring it to you guys here on the channel. Speaking of the channel, if you are brand spanking new to me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I would truly appreciate you guys. Also turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified every single time we come through with another lit vibe. But like I said, guys, right now I'm on my way to the park, and if you haven't seen my last video, then what I'm getting ready to say next may not make sense to you. So if you haven't seen the very last video, go check that one out and then come back and watch this one. But if you've seen it already, just know that I'm in a much better mood, a much better headspace. You know what I'm saying? We got some rest. We setting the tone for the day. We setting the vibes. Good vibes only, positive vibes only. That's the only way we do it here at Vlogs by Strength. You feel me? But anyway, guys, I don't really know where I'm going too much with this vlog. Again, I like to think, I like to reflect. And I'm gonna share with you guys whatever comes to mind here on the channel today. Either way, you already know it's always gonna be lit. So let me go ahead and pull up park, and I will get with you guys at the park. Your boy used to rap. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. All right, you guys, we outside with it. And as you can see, man, God blessed us with another beautiful, amazing, gorgeous day. And so why not take advantage of it? Why not soak up this sun? You know what I mean? And I know in the last video, I dropped a bombshell. I enlightened you guys a little bit in my world in terms of some of the things that I've dealt with, sometimes currently deal with, which is depression. Now, mind you, there are stages to depression. There's deep depression, there's mild depression, and sadness and depression is two different things. So, like I'm telling you, if you feel sad, that's one thing. But if you actually deal with depression, that's a whole nother thing. And perhaps maybe, you know, it's a conversation starter. Maybe if you guys want me to get into more topics like this, you know what I'm saying, and just talk to you guys, talk with you guys, like you'll be surprised. Like in the past, I used to have a hard time talking about stuff like this, but over time, I've evolved to where I realized like you gotta have conversations like this. You have to spark conversation because that's where actual change occurs. Change happens for, like, if you keep everything bottled inside and you really don't know how to deal with it, and you suppress your feelings, you suppress your thoughts, and you just dealing with it, then the reality is, man, you know, you may find yourself repeating the same vicious cycle of not knowing how to go about your troubles or whatever the case may be. But if you actually spark conversation, tell somebody about it, which I highly and strongly encourage anybody out there who's dealing with anything, talk to somebody about it, because the reality is, for one, you get it off your chest. Like I felt a million times better just talking to you guys and just letting you guys know what it is that I dealt with, not keeping it shackled and bottled in. But I mean, keep in mind, guys, that's something that I dealt with years ago in terms of the deep side of depression. But I grew to a point where now I could talk about it to you guys and not feel no type of way about it. I don't care what anybody think, you know, if it's something that discourages people from wanting to watch my content because, you know, y'all thought that I was perfect, then, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being just like every single person. And another thing, too, that I appreciate is the fact that, you know, again, sparking conversation sparks change. There are people that came through in the comments and was like, I'm currently dealing with depression, or I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, having these types of conversations in the community, really, like, if we talk together, we can get through it together. You feel me? But that's what it was, guys. But we outside again today. And I figured I would just go ahead and vlog it. You know what I'm saying? Bring you guys along with me. If you're not doing anything healthy, why not go ahead and get jump started today? It don't matter how many times you sat on the couch. Today is a brand new day. There's a new opportunity. I don't care if you're discouraged. Well, I do care if you're discouraged. But if you are discouraged, let me be the one to encourage you. Let me be the one to motivate you. Let me be the one to let you know that you too can start making changes today. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on what didn't happen or the past failed attempts of trying to get in shape. Start right now. Just get moving. Just get active. And if you're dealing with depression, I promise you, the worst thing you could do is stay seated. The worst thing you could do is stay in the crib and get into your own thoughts, because that's when idle time starts to become an idle mind. You know, you start to really, get into your own head and just start thinking negatively and things of that nature, especially if there's no one around you that you can have a conversation with and you're just by yourself dealing with it, or whatever the case may be. Trust me, get out, get active, get moving. I strongly encourage you guys, like, this is one of the solutions. One of the things that has helped me is getting active, bro. Training has been my therapy. It's not just about lifting weights and building heavy muscles and stuff like that. Like, that's one side to it, but ultimately, for me, guys, training has been therapeutic for me. So I'm just enlightening you guys and letting y'all know what training has meant for me and what it has done for me, and how training actually has helped pull me out of that deep depression, that mental rut that I was in. Training actually just brought organization, fulfillment, seeing myself accomplish certain things. Like, I'm telling you guys, it has done a lot for me. So even if training is not your thing, I encourage everybody, to be active, get active. You don't have to be passionate about it, but I do encourage everybody to get walking, get moving, because at the end of the day, you want to preserve your life and be here for however long that is designed to be here for. And on top of that, if you're only doing your cardio in the gym or on a treadmill, stop. Just get outside of your element, switch it up, come outside, bro. We was meant to be out here. So this is, like, you can't get a vibe like this indoors on the treadmill. You know what I mean? But you can definitely catch a vibe out here. Bro, I used to only train in the gym. If you go back to my older videos, I was sharing with you guys my life in the gym. And I still train in the gym. Don't get it twisted, but this right here, guys, I'm telling you, is new for me. I am a city boy at heart. This right here stretched me. It took me out of my comfort zone. Out here is different for me. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm making even more progress outside of my element. Coming out here stretched me. Psychologically, physically, it stretched me, it grew me, because I placed myself in an environment that I was not comfortable with being in. This was uncomfortable for me, so I stretched the moment that I realized that I had to challenge myself where my comfort was pretty much available. So it took for me to realize over time that you grow outside of your comfort zone. So especially if you're dealing with depression, the worst thing that you can do is operate in your place of comfort. That's the worst thing you could do. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to necessarily do things that will allow yourself to be stretched, will allow yourself to become whole. You'll continue to do things that are comfortable, whether you're gravitating towards eating, crying, whatever it is that you're comfortable doing. It's going to be hard for you to get out of that habitat until you actually get out of that environment and do something different. And you'll find yourself, and I know it's not easy, I know it's uncomfortable, but that's the whole point of it. You have to get outside of your comfort zone in order to see yourself grow. That's the only way that you grow out here in life. So if you find yourself comfortable, then you're not doing enough. You're not maximizing your life. I challenge you guys to step outside of your comfortable habitat. Even if it's something that helps you, switch it up every once in a while. If you're comfortable with the regular training routine, switch it up every once in a while. Switch your cardio up every once in a while. Just whatever you do, continue to challenge yourself in ways that may feel uncomfortable. And I promise you, you will evolve and you will grow, and you will find yourself being more whole and just learning new things about yourself, learning new things about life. I'm dropping gems for you guys, man, because I want you guys to grow with me. I put this channel together because I want you guys to, see me on my journey, but it means the world to me to see you guys grow too. So together we are the Strength Squad. Together we are growing. Together we're learning. Together we are evolving. Alright, fun fact, let me share this with you guys. I know nobody pointed it out or may not have thought about it, but I just want you guys to know I didn't talk about the whole dealing with depression thing for no type of sympathy. No, I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm not looking for you guys to console me or none of that. I'm a strong man. I am a strong-willed individual. I don't need none of that, alright? I just wanted you guys to know that I brought it to you guys for informative purposes only, so that we can have constructive conversation, so that we can spark change. Bring conversation to the community that helps heal the communities, that helps build the communities. And the reality is, man, in your pursuit of whatever it is that you're venturing, you want to be able to maximize growth. You want to be able to use all of your mind. You want to be able to use everything that you have at your strongest self. You want to have the healthiest mindset, the healthiest approach, the healthiest physical capabilities. Whatever it is that can allow you to become your best self in your pursuit of whatever it is that you're pursuing. That's the whole reason why we're doing what we're doing and talking about the things that we're talking about. Because if you're dealing with anything psychologically or physically, then if it's something that could be helped, like if it isn't something that you have to rely on medications or whatever the case may be, if it's something that you could do about it, then that's what this is about, is being able to start where you are. Deal with that issue, deal with that situation, and let's grow. Let's try to strive to be our greatest self in our venture, in our walk of life. We are meant to enjoy this beautiful life that we live. You know what I mean? And if you're not operating with a positive mindset, then it's time to make a change. It's time to do something about it. But I don't do it for sympathy. I don't do it for none of that. I do it to spark conversation, to spark change. You know what I'm saying? So that we can heal and rise and grow together as kings and queens, as we were put here on earth to be. Hopefully you guys are finding this information, this content useful. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let me know. Share your thoughts. Smash the like button. Let's run it up. You know what I mean? But we out here, man, in the elements, in an uncomfortable place, because a lion, a deer could jump out at any time and chew me up, eat me up. But that ain't gonna happen because we ain't dwelling on that.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal.
Alright, y'all. I figure I'm gonna come over here and vibe out with y'all real quick. Come over here by this little lake and continue to chop it up with you guys. As you can see, it's beautiful out here, man. It's gorgeous. Y'all, this is gorgeous. This is the free world. You know what I mean? We ain't got time to be stressing. We ain't got time to be worrying about things that will demotivate us. We ain't got time to be worried about the negative aspects, the negative attributes in life. Positive vibes only. Life is what you make it. I remember back in the day, I used to hear older people, oh, look at the fish. Y'all see the fish? Let me know if y'all can spot them. Man, if I was fishing, this would have been a come up. I don't even know what kind of fish that is, but I remember back in the day, I used to hear the older people say, life is what you make it. And I did not understand. I was like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? But that's why it's important to drop gems, because even though when the kids grow up, you may not be able to grow with them and see that the nuggets that you dropped, the gems that you dropped, you may not be able to see that they actually discovered those nuggets and gems that you dropped on them until years later, until much later in life. So drop nuggets, man. Like sometimes it's not designed or meant for a person to get it in that moment, but you sowed a seed. You sowed a seed, and it's not my place, it's not your place, it's not anyone's place to unveil when that seed is actually going to be something that they are aware of in their journey. Because there's a lot of people who drop gems on me. Like I said, there's a lot of people who drop nuggets and gems on me, which I just learned now. You know what I'm saying? So I believe everything happens for a reason, and sometimes it's not meant to understand what people are saying to you until later in life. Like, this is a whole journey. You know what I mean? And we ain't gonna get it all in one swallow. You feel me? Life is a journey, and it's all meant to discover, you know what I'm saying, and uncover and discover along the way. Take time to spend time for yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself as you travel in life. Like, if you don't get to know yourself, people will try to tell you what your life is meant to be. People will try to tell you what you're supposed to be doing with your life. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't know yourself, you may find yourself being moved and withered in different directions based off of what someone else is projecting your life to be. So take time out to know yourself. That way when people come to you and say you're supposed to be doing this with your life, you're supposed to be doing that with your life, you can negate it because you're like, you know, thanks but no thanks. I study myself. I know myself. So take time out to study yourself. Be one with yourself. Be one with God. The best thing that you can do is invest in yourself. Alright, y'all, I made it back to the crib. Just dumped a scoop of protein, so we're getting ready to have our pre-workout shake, and then I'm gonna train about an hour from now, and then I'm actually going to have my last meal for today. So what I'll do is just whip this up and show you guys what I'm going to have later today. I'm not going to take you guys through like the long process of working out, whatever the case may be, but I'm getting ready to have this, and then I'll show you guys what we're having for the last meal. Alright, you guys, dinner is served, and I'm actually getting ready to crush. As you can see, we have, I mean, it's a basic meal, guys. This is nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous, nothing insane. This is just a go-to meal whenever I'm trying to get some calories in. So we're pretty much just having rice and beef. And what I did use, guys, was this right here, which is coconut rice. This right here, I picked it up from Target. Totally a vibe. If you have not tried it, if you're a fan of coconut rice and you don't really feel like cooking it up or just looking for convenience, I highly recommend this right here, coconut rice. Again, I scooped it up from Target. Also, we added some fat-free cheese, and I threw some liquid aminos in here as well. Got some ketchup on here and some green onions to top it off with, just to give it a little bit more flavor. I'm actually going to add some avocado to this as well to give it some more healthy fats as well as flavor, guys. So this is pretty much what we're having tonight for dinner. Don't sleep on it. If you never had it, don't sleep on it. I know it's not luxurious, but it does get the job done. But anyway, y'all, this will conclude the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, smash the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love we get here, guys. Anyway, guys, till the next video, you already know, do what brings life to you, and it's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. Keep it positive, stay on your grind, stay on your purpose, all right? Hang tight, stay plugged in, don't blink, new content coming soon, all right? Love you guys.